Right then, Stephen Howson outside Old Trafford as usual, doing the transfer review. It's raining, hence why I'm wet. And we're going to talk about transfers. We're going to do the ins, we're going to do the outs, and as usual, I want the count of the Amazon vans in the background on the main road. So we'll crack on. Right, first up is Rasmus Hojlund. What's happening with Rasmus Hojlund? Well, it seems like he's actually agreed terms with Manchester United. You're like, Steve, what day are you on? I knew that. That happened weeks ago. It did, and then we had a little bit of a panic, didn't we? Because Paris Saint-Germain, you might have heard of them, they put in a last-minute bid, which he also accepted. Well, he's actually given the old psych because he's now not accepted that one. He's rescinded his acceptance, and he is now full steam ahead Manchester United. Although we haven't agreed a fee yet with Atalanta, which is technically tapping up, but we must have had permission to talk. I'm sick of this. I want the rules enforcing, right? People who break the rules 115 times or more should be punished. So Rasmus Hojlund to Manchester United, it's all on the fee. The problem is, and this is Damasio, this is the Mirror, this is Laurie Whitwell. Laurie! All saying that he's agreed terms and that he will be a Manchester United player, but they want 80 million. We've so far only bid somewhere in the region of 50, 60 million. So there's just that little bit of a difference between the two of us. You want me? I can see you at home. You're all saying 9 out of 10. It's D. No, you think I'm a prick? Not going to do 9 out of 10 just yet because why? I think United have got a late flurry for Harry Kane. Just a thing, and I think that they might be dicking about with Hojlund, dragging out how long this little negotiation goes as they wait to see what's happening with Harry Kane. I think it's very likely, and I think the Harry Kane thing is like way more unlikely than the Hojlund to come to United thing. I'm going to say Hojlund to United, 7 out of 10. Next up is Amrabat and the Alfred Padula. Nope, didn't really know him before this window either. Got to be admitted that. But it seems like United have decided to buy every bastard from Serie A this year. It's like we do it as a theme. Last year was all Holland. This year's all Italy. Where will it be next year? Who knows? Answer on a postcard to the usual address. There is total agreement with the player, according to Padula. There is no agreement just yet with Fiorentina, but he is desperate to join Manchester United. The price is 25 million. Why is the price 25 million? This dude is fucking reet good. 25 million is absolutely toppers. Why haven't we signed him yet? Well, it's the same old, same old. United have probably spunked our load all over what we've already bought and probably earmarked it for a striker, whether that is Hojlund or Kane or, you know, the whoever. We need to sell some players. And I think we might be getting Scott McTominay off the books. We might be getting Maguire off the books. There might be other players that we've not even thought of that are going to get off the books. Maybe Brandon Williams, maybe Donny van der Beek, maybe people of that sort of ilk. Once those people are off the books, I think you might see this transfer happen. This has always been one that I envisage happening right at the back end of the window. A goalkeeper, a midfielder and a striker were far more important than bringing in Amrabat. Obviously, he's a midfielder, but we bought Mountain already, haven't we? So I think this one will happen, and I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 as well. I just think it's going to be later in the window once we've seen some sales. But this one feels very close. Obviously, he's got a prior relationship with Ten Hag. He's so cheap, it makes no sense to not do this. Just get it done. Next up, I want to talk to you about your testicles. You need to be keeping your testicles neat and tidy and fresh because you don't want to be like me, standing outside Old Trafford with your cock and balls out and people going, Jesus Christ, has he got a gorilla in a triangle? That's what you don't want to be seeing in it. So keep your shit clean. It is smooth sack summer. We are going completely smooth down there. Manscaped's helping you. You've got a multifunctional on and off switch. You've got ball deodorant, you've got ball toner, you've got boxer shorts that are absolutely sensational. You get a little travel bag that's top, and you get 20% off with the code Paddock Tour. Go do it. Get your free shipping, get your shit sorted out, and get your nuts looking like they're pristine again. Right then, let's talk about Fred. Last week we stood here and we talked, it was like 4 million, 6 million, a fucking extra large mint aero. Who the fuck knows? It was shite. Whatever we was offered was absolutely derisory and frankly annoying. And if I was Fred, I'd have been like, you think I'm only worth that much? Fuck you and your mum. So what's happened is Galatasaray's Gaffer has flown over to try and push through the deal. They're desperate to sign him. United, I think, are happy to sell him, but United wants somewhere in the region of 20 million. I'm not sure you'll get 20 million, especially when their opening bid is 4, 6, or a Twix, whatever it was. You're not going to get 20 out of that. I think you might get something a little bit more than that, but you're not going to get 30, 20. You know what I mean? I can see Fred going, I think, 8.5 out of 10, but that price has got to come north. I think United might settle at 14 or 15, somewhere in that sort of region. That'd be nice. And Galatasaray get a player that'll probably be fantastic for them in Fred. Happy? Righty then, let's talk Scott McTominay. So Scott McTominay, West Ham have lodged their interest. I don't know if there's like a Reddit group. I don't know if there's like a doctor's waiting room where you have to take a ticket. I don't know if there's like a WhatsApp group with all the chairmen in. Imagine there is. That'd be fucking nuts, wouldn't it? How you lodge your interest with a player and the club, I have no idea. United have decided that they're going to ask for somewhere in the region of 40 million, which, I'm going to be honest with you, is the right price. When you see how much like Everton and that are selling players for, Nottingham Forest are buying players of way less levels, they're going for more than that. So 40 million is a very, very fair price for someone of Scott McTominay's calibre. West Ham, I think, would be a really good fit for him. I think he'd look really, really good at West Ham. I think he's a total David Moyes player, if you ask me. 40 million, West Ham, I don't reckon he goes for 40. I think United have set their stall out and said, we want 40, which stops someone coming in and asking for 12, doesn't it? I reckon he goes for just over 30, like a 32. Yeah? Happy with a 32? Happy with a 30? I'll be happy with a 32. We're going high again. Where's the nonsense? We've got no nonsense this week, because this is going to get an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 Scott McTominay, West Ham, 32 million. Heard it here first, maybe. Do you know what? Because, like, United have actually got their shit together so early, we're sitting here knowing our business, right? We're probably going to bring in a midfielder. We're probably going to bring in a striker, either Harry Kane or Hojlund. Looks way more likely like it's going to be Hojlund. United have gone and got our business done really early, or we know what we're waiting on. There's probably a few outs. I can see Maguire, I can see McTominay, I can see Fred, and I can see maybe a couple of fringe players as well. Obviously, we already lost Elanga since the last time we did a transfer review, but I think there's a plane flying over Old Trafford. Where was we? I think United have got their business done early, or they've identified what business they will do, and we kind of know which players are going to be leaving, so there isn't the nonsense, right? Normally, right, I don't know if you lot saw, the US government has basically admitted aliens exist. Weirdly, we have had government confirmation of aliens before the fucking Glazers have gone, for starters, and if there's any other transfer window, United have been fucking linked with one of them. Alas, we haven't. Yet, at least. So, aliens to United. If I was rating this transfer window, I got to give it like, I'm going to project that we've got the other two players in that we know we're going for, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 window, because there hasn't been any blockbuster, oh my fucking God, rock the world signings, but it could be really, really steady ones. Impressive Onana. Mount's underwhelmed just a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. Amrabat's a great player, and Hojlund's a player that looks good with real potential. I think if you get that in, 4 first-team players in one window is really good. You've offloaded a load of deadwood, and I think you've moved the club forward. So I've got to be happy with that. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 once those deals are done. So, and on Harry Kane, so Spurs owner this week, well, he got locked up. He's been accused of insider trading, and I don't know. I don't know how the bail system works in the good old US of A. I've never been. So I would suggest you sell Harry Kane, throw yourself on the mercy of the court, who are obviously United fans, and see what happens. Harry Kane's basically asking to leave Tottenham, and Tottenham, I think, are looking to sell him this summer, a little bit like the Mbappe situation. We're not signing Mbappe, by the way, just relax on that. I think it's a little bit like the Mbappe situation where they need to sell him now. It's probably less aggressive because Mbappe in September gets this massive loyalty bonus, hilariously. And then they lose him. So Paris Saint-Germain essentially have to buy Mbappe this summer to let him go for free next year, because 80 million is a transfer fee, right? So if they could get him, if someone pays them 100 million this summer for Mbappe, they've made 180 million, realistically. Because they got the transfer fee for him and they didn't have to pay the 80 million that they've got to pay in September. Harry Kane's not quite the same drastic level of circumstances, but they're cousins. And I think Harry Kane going for free next year, for a team like Spurs, which has got financial constraints on it, I think it'd be fair to say, and who knows what happens with their owner now and the situation he finds himself in. I think you can really test the Tottenham resolve with a decent bid. I think that all that's missing with the Harry Kane situation is him coming out and saying, get me out of this shit show. I think if he does that, wheels get into motion. I can't imagine United don't know the situation with him on a personal level. Would he be open to this? You know, if they thought there was a deal to be done with the club, I reckon they've already sounded his agent out to do that. And as we've discussed previously, the fact Bayern Munich are bumping their gums about him tells me that he isn't in agreement to go to Bayern Munich, because otherwise Bayern Munich could just shut the fuck up and get the deal done like they do with every single other transfer that they've ever done. So I think Harry Kane has got a huge decision. I don't think he goes to Manchester City. I don't think he goes to Arsenal or Chelsea for obvious reasons. I don't think he goes to Liverpool. Bayern Munich are the ones that seemingly want him, but there maybe isn't a desire from him to do that. Maybe the Premier League record is something that weighs heavy on his mind, and an achievement that he actually wants to get over the line is he only needs like 2 seasons worth of goals for him, 3 at a push. So I think Harry Kane to Manchester United makes so much sense that I'm really projecting that I think something's going to happen with it. Now, right now, I couldn't give you more than a 1 out of 10 because I'm fucking inventing it. So I can't really give you, realistically, giving you more than half out of 10 is giddy, innit? But fuck it, this is what we're doing. I reckon there's a twist in this Harry Kane saga that involves Manchester United before the end of this window. Watch this space. Right, that's it from Old Trafford in the rain. Make sure to check Manscaped out below and get 20% off and free shipping. Listen, it's a lifesaver. I mean, not really a lifesaver, more of a bit of a slight embarrassment saver. Yes, because your gooch will be clean, but also when you go, oh shit, it's blah, blah, blah's birthday, fucking I'm going to get him. Here's what you need to do. You need to order 800 Manscapes, get 20% off. It almost makes no sense. Think how much money you would save by doing that for starters. It almost makes no sense to not do that. So get your 800 in, get 20% off. So 800 times 20% is like, they're almost paying you to take them now. Every 5th one would be free. Get all of them in there, and then as soon as it's someone's birthday, and you go, shit, I forgot, pop into your loft, which has got 800 Manscapes in, slide one off the shelf, pop someone's name on it, and fuck them off for the birthday. Hey, problem solving with Stephen Howson, part 1. See you in a bit.